Good morning, everyone. How are you? I hope you have a fantastic time. This video, which I'm going to record today, is basically about finding the jobs. In our current situation, a lot of things migrated from on-prem to data centers, about maybe 20 years ago to data centers from on-prem, then from data centers to um, cloud about 10 years ago, and since then it's started to automate in all sorts of aspects. So we are currently looking at the market where there would be probably a lot of jobs retrenched just because people are scared to hire someone because of artificial intelligence probably could do that role. And nowadays artificial intelligence is very powerful. So it can write a program for you, it can draw the infrastructure for you, and everyone is using it. It's useful. It can't code, it can't make issues because only humans know what the issues are, and create solutions for those issues is probably still going to be in hands of us engineers in IT until we all disappear from the face of the earth and turn into the fossils. So maybe we should start doing a bit of farming. Personally, I already started. I'm doing a bit of a beekeeping. I've got, beehives and make honey, just in case if I lost the job, I have something to eat, something sweet to eat. And then, sugar gives you a bit of this special thing um, to think how to survive. So, it's all a big plan for tomorrow. Anyway, so we've got a lot of people going for work, for jobs, but there is not much jobs available. And at the moment, it is the employer market, and they choosing who they want to get. And obviously, they're getting people with a good sense of humor. So don't lose this one, mate. Anyway, and from serious point of our current situation, I'm going to derive for you today the solution for a typical high level testing. I'm just going to display it and talk a little bit about that. So this is basically the gig. It asks you to use the Terraform, which is to automate an infrastructure to be deployed into the cloud. Also, it asks you to have to use, for example, an AWS or Azure, and create some sort of application that would use something basically. And if this application is going to die, something is going to find out about this and bring it back. So look, there is obviously important part here is that we have the web interface and web servers as well as the database servers. So usually what we're talking about is the access to the mutual database for an amount of servers. So if you've got 10 servers serving 10 customers, so every customer is going to get a very quick response because each server will send an autonomous autonomous request to the database, which is going to be shared. It can be anything, it can be MySQL, whatever. Look, usually when people testing you, right, they test you not just your technical skills, but personal skills, as we mentioned before, as well as the overall ability of you to develop something. So, and no one pays you for this job actually for doing this test. So, I would definitely keep it a bit smart, and the way how you could probably um, deliver it quicker. So anyway, so I'm giving you a bit of a template for that. So the way how to deliver that, and here is the Docker file, for example, right? They're asking you for the Docker file, so that means that they want to have a Dockerized solution, right? So the best ways and the best practices I'm going to discuss a little bit further, right? But look, everyone can choose for themselves, and you also, by the way, what I'm saying, having a right which you can kind of take for granted is the right of making it easier for you. Like, I am taking this right. This is my right. I want to make it easier for me. So what I'm doing is that I'm saying, look, I can make a centralized database, right? It's going to be another sort of application which is running and stuff. And I can run the, let's say, load balancer with 100, instances. I can do that if I want to, right? But what's the point of it? So I can actually put in every server, I can put a database and make, let's say, 100 applications or 10 applications or 3 applications that actually have internal little database like Access, Microsoft Access has it. In Linux, we have a light SQL. So I might as well just use something like this. So you can find already pre-written application, which I've done that. I searched on the GitHub and I found an application that does tasks, like to-do tasks, to-do lists. So you can actually add things for your as your notes. As an example, like as a farmer goes around the beehives and checking out which beehives has queens, which beehives are weak, which beehives are strong. So if I would be a cattle farmer, I would be talking about the animals. I would have to record or tasks to do per animal. For example, I could say the cow Mary is going to have a visit from the vet tomorrow, or for example, the bull Jesse is going to have a vaccination or something like this. So those things are actually currently is what we're talking about, because right now the market is giving us this thingy, right, to be a developer of the little things. We don't want to sort of make a huge solutions, right? Solutions, like we do huge solutions, but then they would be also private, because huge solutions means that the protection, right? But in nowadays, like, we want to have something small for everyone, and as artificial intelligence saying, we want anyone to make a developer, a lawyer, a writer, just do whatever it is, go for your life and enjoy it. I don't know about that. I'm not a very big AI support really, because it impacts everything, and and the highway is not that far away. Like, it's not that long. There is an end of the highway which everyone is worried about. Like, what we're going to do tomorrow? The job is going to finish. Oh, we're going to be retrenched. Oh, our wives are not going to be happy. We won't be able to pay the mortgages. Okay, yeah. Okay, so look, we all can see. We don't want to live in that dark tunnel and just go towards that light, because the bloody tunnel never ends. So we are going to take it slower, and develop slower, develop small applications, and just be professionals. Like, if anyone wants to be a builder, obviously they need to know the tools. If you want to build applications, you also need to know the tools. You can write those tools without containerized solutions as well, but look, it's not going to be any pretty because everyone is using high-tech tools now. So let's learn those tools and continue on with this gig. Because this is what we want to do in AWS, because it has all sorts of stuff. It has IAM, it has the load balancers. Within the load balancers, it has the trigger points. We got the task definitions. We've got the target groups and stuff like this. So we've got so many things, to work with, knowing that we have to realize that if you're dealing with something, you have to know what you're dealing with. And like, as an example, we're dealing with ECS, right? ECS, Echo Sierra, Echo Charlie Sierra, right? And what is the ECS? It's actually a Docker. So you passing over the Docker image, which you're supposed to test on your Docker machine. And then this Docker machine image turns into an application which actually multiplies itself many, many times. And what AWS comes up with, it's with things like a Fargate, right? You can do the same thing in just an AWS EC2 instance, and then you have to install Docker in this instance, and then you have to deploy those images within that Docker, which is also possible, and it's not hard to do once you know how. So we have to learn those things step by step, because that is what we kind of have to come up with for an employer to say, this person is very much a good professional, and he or she, hopefully she, knows everything about the security, about IP addresses, about containerized solutions, and about any storages and hypervisors. Oh my gosh, I'm going to start up going into the forest of new technologies which everyone uses, and so many choices has been done, and now what we're going to do, anyway, guys, prepare for this. I'm going to break this gig into a few different tutorials. So this one is the first one, introduction to what we're going to do. Anyway, let's go into it, and good luck to us. Okay, guys.